Hey everyone, g'day from Australia, it's Teare again. I want to say welcome back to my channel. If you're a subscriber, thank you so much. Welcome back. If you're new, hello. This is my third Flosstube video, so starting to get used to it a little, but still a little bit nervous. Thank you for everyone that has been commenting, even though I've been absent, and giving me your support and such. I'm sorry I didn't respond to a couple of comments for quite a while. I didn't get the little notification that I'd received comments, and I've been just unwell just consistently for like the last 2 months. It's been awful. Just with nothing serious, just with like colds, and I think I might have had the flu once, and just cold after cold, and then I had a sinus infection and blah 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 blah. So I actually haven't really been stitching since, I think the last time I stitched was like in May, like mid-May. Because, and it's like end of June now, just because I was feeling so unwell, and I didn't want to make any mistakes, and I don't like I don't like stitching when I have a cold, because I've got a runny nose and stuff, and I just don't feel clean. So I don't have, for the whole 2 months that I've been away, I don't have as much progress as I would have liked to have shown you. I got a really good chunk done in that first month, and then nothing. So hopefully I'm on the mend now. I can speak to you. I'd lost my voice, so I can speak to you now. I can do a Flosstube, and hopefully I will have some more energy to be able to actually do some stitching. So I'll get right into it and try not to make my videos really long. Whips. First up is Chatelaine Workshop number 2, rice stitches. I'll insert a picture of what it is supposed to look like on like the mock-up on the website, and I'll insert a picture of where I was up to here. And here is the progress. So, moves it right way up, yep. So there it is, and all of the stitching is complete. So I actually was holding off on doing the beading because I didn't want to, I wanted to show everyone what all this looked like before the stitching and then with all the beading. So I actually don't even remember where I was up to, so you guys would know because I've just put a picture in, but I think I'd done most of the cross stitching, and I'd done this little bit here, this green blob, and I'd done these Algerian eyelets, I think, and most of the outside. So I filled in, I think, the inside, and I did all these rice stitches that are all around the outside here. So I've done the middle bit, I think. And these, oh, I had so much to tell you about all of this, but it was so long ago. I really struggled with doing, not the rice stitches themselves, they were easy, just the thread combinations, the color combinations, how to use the variegation, how many like threads of each one to use, because it didn't, the instructions didn't really say on a couple of them, and I also did them out of order. I didn't realize it was like part 2 and then part 3, but it was out of order in my chart. So I did like part 3 and then part 2 or whatever it was. Might have been 3 and 4, I can't remember. And so I think I did some slightly more complex ones where Martina must have left it up to you to decide how many ply you want to use. And I had a bit of trouble working out what I was going to do. So this one in particular, this little one here, I don't know if it's going to focus because it doesn't like to focus, but I actually did a mixture in that one. Come on, focus. Is that going to help? No. Come on. No. I'll try. No. What I did was I did 2 ply on the outer 2. Maybe it'll be easier to see on this one. 2 ply on the outer 2, and then this light blue one I did 1 ply. And then I did 2 ply on the centre cross and 1 ply of the petite treasure braid because that's thicker. So it was just, I wanted to be able to see through it because I had petite treasure braid going in this big cross from corner to corner, and you can see through it sort of when there's 1 ply, but it was too sparse on the outside. It was really confusing. It was heaps of fun and I highly recommend it, and it's really pretty. Getting it out again makes me want to put all those beautiful beads on it, but who knows when I'll get around to doing that, since I find if I have a break from stitching, sometimes I just find it harder to get back into the swing of it, to bring everything out. I just get sort of stuck in a rut. Does anyone else feel that way? You get stuck in a rut? I do. The Heaven and Earth next whip, the Heaven and Earth Christmas stocking, Heaven and Earth Designs, that is, Miles Paninki, I can never say it. I'll insert a picture again of the website and where I was up to here. And I will get it out for you. So this was the last thing I'd stitched on back mid-May. Ooh, always struggle with this. And I have a page finish. Woo! Roll that in. So, ooh, how am I going to do this? There we go. I have a page finish. So I was working on this page over here, and it just goes a tiny bit into the next page. So technically 2 page finishes, but it's like 50 stitches or something. And I've just got basically the bottom row to go, and I gridded up the next page I got to do, and then promptly got sick and never put another stitch in. So that was really exciting. Page finishes are always exciting with the Heaven and Earths. It's really fun. Lots of browns though, which is okay, but I get excited when I get a blue especially, and then sometimes a red as well. And I think the rest of it's probably, it's like all under his feet where there's like lots of toys and things like that. So I think there's going to be a lot of confetti, and a lot of brown. Ooh, that wasn't even. Let me re-roll that. So that's where I got to there. I'm trying to whiz through this a little quicker, just so my video isn't quite as long as they have been. What's the next one? just checking my notes. Office, sweet office. Now this one's been neglected as well. And that's a long story, but I no longer am getting any time to stitch at work. I've been working through my lunch breaks and stand easies mostly. I mean, I've been stopping to just eat, but I haven't been taking the rest of it really. So I still left the needle minder on. I try to take my needle minders off. Let me just move that thread out of the way. I try to take my needle minders off just because I don't want them to. I'm gonna have to take it out, aren't I? Preparation, Cherie. Preparation. Let me just take the top one off. You'll be able to see it. If I just take that off, just if you snap off. Sorry. So, I'll insert a picture of what it's going to look like here. And that's where I'm up to. So I finished sweet, and I started on the bottom O. There, that's my needle minder. They don't do them anymore. Michelle was doing custom at Heaven and Earth Designs custom needle minders, and you could send her a photo and she would make a needle minder for you. You could probably, I think you can get buttons done up by people, and you could probably just glue magnets to the back of it. I don't know if they'd have the badges that you'd have to pull out. I'm not sure. I'm sure you can get them done, probably like on like Etsy or something like that. But she did that. It's my daughter and my son when he was new. Oh, it's always fun. So that's where I got to that. It's a really simple design. Most of the time I do more complex things, and I've been enjoying the simplicity of it. I won't completely fix it up. I'll just put it aside behind me, because that's not actually what I'll do. I'll just push it into my bag and I can fix it later. So that's really getting no progress on it. So I'm not sure if that's gonna, I'll see how I go and whether or not I keep it as a work piece or whether I just slip it into my rotation at home and just end up putting it up at work or something. But it's nice to do a simple design like that where I don't have a lot going on, or it's not full coverage or something like that. Now I'll have to insert a picture of, I think I showed this on my first. There's nothing to see here. This is not exciting at all, and I'm not even gonna unroll it. I'm just gonna show you how big the fabric is. So that is 36-inch stretcher bar, and that's how big the fabric is, and it starts, I have to unroll it, starts a little bit in, I can't remember where, but a bit in, so I've got extra fabric. I think it starts about there in, and probably a bit less than that down. And that's going to be the custom chart I did of, not the custom chart I had charted of my daughter and myself when she was a newborn. I'll insert a picture here. So that's what it's going to look like. I've marked where I need to start my gridding, and I was hoping that maybe today I might grid that, maybe tonight, not sure. so that, because I want to start that the 7th of July, which is her birthday, just to make it, to make me start it, really, because it's been obviously in the works for a while. So I hopefully will have a new start next time I do a video, and it will be this. And it's just a sea of black. The first 3 pages are basically just black. But we'll see. It should be fine. I'll get through it. And that's all my whips. So 15 minutes, excellent. All my whips are done. Purchases. I don't have a huge, you know what, I do. I have too many purchases, but I don't have as many as last time, which is a bonus. So let me just duck down so I can grab them. And one of them was actually from Michelle Bendy. If you haven't seen her, I'm sure you have. Go check her out. She's got a fabulous Flosstube channel, and she does. She has a D-stash on Instagram. So I bought this off her D-stash. So it was the first one I managed to get, because normally, because of the time zones, normally they're always all claimed, and I'm like, oh no. But this one I got. I don't know why it was sitting there for so long, but it was, because it's really cool. She does a flip through in one of her channels. So it's the Lesley Teare fantasy cross stitch book, and she does a flip through. So I'm not going to show you everything. Mailman just came by. I'm not going to show you everything in here, because you can pop onto her channel and do a flip through. But there are some really cool designs, and I'm just trying to find one where I don't have to try and cover up. These were the ones that really got me. And these are for your birth. I loved the raven. It's really cool. I don't know. No, none of us are ravens. But he's cool, so I might stitch him anyway. And there's just some really cool, I mean, there's this wizard and stuff. But you can go check out her channel and have a look. And she does a full flip through of the whole magazine. If you're interested, and if you were thinking, you know, you like Lesley Teare and that sort of thing, I'll try and cool dragons and stuff. And there's some little ones in here too, so it's not all big projects. So if you don't like just big projects, I can't show you that without covering it. And I don't have anything to cover anything with, because the camera's sitting on my paper. Go check it out, because it's a nice book. So I got that, which was really cool. And then I got some more stuff from Clay by Kim. And I haven't been getting any more. I haven't gotten any in ages. I did like a massive burst and I got all this stuff. And then I just kept, I've been unwell. So I haven't been on Instagram or anything. I haven't been trying. I've just been sulking. So I haven't gotten anything in ages. But in one of the packages, she sent me this button, which has one of her fairy doors on it. And I thought, that is really cool. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull out this pin and I'm going to stick some magnets on it, and it can be a needle minder. So that was really sweet. So thank you very much. I doubt you're watching, Kim, but that was cool. And then I've got a bunch of stuff that I managed to snag off her Etsy page, which I was lucky. It's really hard. I said it last time, it is really hard. I really need a piece of paper, don't I? Let me see if I can snapple one without rocking you. I don't think I can do it. No. Okay. I'm just going to leave it there. Never mind. So there's this little seashell needle minder. Wonder if I can use this. This might work. It's got writing on it, but anyway. So that's really cute. Oh god, I can't. I'm not coordinated. Really cute. And I should have taken everything out of its plastic, like usual. Disorganized. I got this tin. No, it's not working. I should just give up with the paper. So I got this tin, and I'm going to use it as an ort jar. So for all my little leftover bits of thread, I'm going to put it in there. So that was really sweet. So she seems to do some themes. So if you're interested in a particular theme, keep an eye out on her Instagram page. And like she did the monarch butterflies for a while, and I got a butterfly dragon and a butterfly and stuff. And she seems to do like a big sort of batch of them, but they come out over a period of time. So you don't have to worry if you miss out the first time. And even when she sort of moves on to the next thing, like she was doing pansy dragons at one point, and then she started doing the monarch butterflies, but still, while the monarch butterfly ones were up, there was some pansy dragons in there and stuff, so you can sort of get, if you like something in particular, a particular colour or a particular theme, like under the sea, that sort of stuff, she tends to do them in big batches, so you might have a chance of actually snapping one up. Because it's not just like one of it, there's a few and it lasts for a few days, which I think is really clever of her. So I got these two, and I'll just hold them up at once as well. So this flower sort of matched the tin, and I love these tins. I think they're fabulous. So what she does is she has a little magnet, and it's just sitting in there, so you can pull it out if you don't want a magnet in there, if you're going to put something in there that you don't want it to magnetize to. But when I put needles and stuff in there, and it holds all the needles and such, and it's really thin, so you can't put like a huge array of things in there, but it's just perfect for little needles and things like that. And then I've got the needle minder that matches it, because I like matchy. Okay, I think we're going to get a good time for this video. If I could actually just throw everything aside, I might get a better time, but I don't think I can do that. I need to put it away. Okay, and the last three are not really Stitchy related, because they're not needle minders or anything like that, but they're Clay by Kim, so I'll just keep it going. Is so crinkly. Look, I got a fairy doll for my son. Like I said, you don't need to be a girl to have a fairy doll. But here it is. And it's got like a sparkly crystal as a door handle. Gosh, she's wonderful. So I'm loving the fairy dolls, and I haven't stuck them up yet. One, I'm scared because my kids are a bit rough sometimes, and I don't want them to get broken. And two, I sort of want to present it to them when they can appreciate it. Like they're a bit young now, and they're a bit young now, so I don't think they'll get as excited as I probably think they should be. And I got, this is fabulous. Ooh, these are so big they get kind of stuck while I'm trying to pull them out, so sorry. Look at that. Isn't it beautiful? Look at the blue, it's coming up beautifully. And it's got a little window. I don't know what this, I never even checked that out and touched it. I don't know what that is in there, but isn't it pretty? Look at all pansies. So that's that fairy doll. Beautiful, she does beautiful work. Should check her out, but it is hard to get stuff. So I don't want people to be sad. But you really got to stalk her page or wait for when she announces that she's going to do a shop update. and then just try and try and try and try. And this is the last one I got. This is when I got the shells stuff. I also got the fairy doll. She was doing under the sea things. Isn't it cool? So cool. So that's it for me for fairy doors. 4 doors is enough. Actually, yes, 4. Because I had that other, I've got one more that I showed previously. So 4 doors are enough fairy doors for our house. We can't have a fairy door at every intersection, but they really are beautiful. And I can't make a promise if she has something like, if she were to bring out another sunflower thing, I'd probably have to get it. I missed out on the sunflowers last time. I think she was going to do them in their summer, which is our winter, which is around now. So I should probably stalk it more, but probably saving money more this way. Last thing, unfold my paper because I had my notes on it written in green crayon because I couldn't find a pen. Last thing I got was the majority of the floss for comfort, because our haberdashery store, Hobby Lobby, I don't know what they're called, all over the world. They've all got different names, but our store, we have 2 main ones, a Spotlight and Limcraft, and Limcraft were having a sale on DMC, and DMC is normally like $1.30 to $1.35 a skein, sorry my words, and they were 75 cents, so that's a huge discount for us here in Australia. We very rarely get discounts that cheap. I was going to buy all my DMC from JK's, ooh, I have to insert it in the, I can insert it down below, JK's cross stitching supplies, something like that. She's an Australian online provider, and she does DMC, I think it's 75 cents per skein, which is really good. But I'd have to pay postage, and I'd sort of gotten a quote off her for everything, and I was going to put the order in, but I just had to write down like 250 skeins worth of whatever, like all up, and I hadn't gotten around to doing it. It's like 89 colours or something, but with the doubles and stuff, I had to work it all out. So yeah, I didn't get the order in before this sale came on, so then I was like, well, I'll just do the sale. Didn't get everything, but oh my goodness, look at it all. And there's a little bit more. I had to go twice because the other one didn't have some of the colours, and so I went to one of the other Limcrafts and they had some more colours, which I have to mark off that I have, but I'm still missing a few, and I also need to find anchor and such, which I think my local cross stitching store has. So I'm going to go there and pick up the rest of it so I can support them. But a couple of cents when you're ordering like so many, it makes a difference. It really does, to the end up price, especially if it's half the price. Like it was a huge saving, so I'm really happy. So I'm starting that one in August. I'm just waiting on the fabric to come because I've ordered the fabric because news. I was going to use Aida 11 count and stitch it really, really big, and I got my Aida out and I was feeling it, and I know Aida's stiff, but this stuff was really stiff, and it might be because it's 11 count, and I thought, I'm gonna be making a quilt out of it. I don't know how much it's going to soften, like when I wash it and things, and I didn't want a really stiff, uncomfortable quilt. I wanted a nice soft one, so I've ordered some 28 count, oh god, what was it? Was it Lugana? I can't remember. Ordered some 28 count even weave fabric, and that should be here by August, I'm hoping. And I ordered a massive piece from Crafty Kitten, And she's lovely. I just messaged her and I said which one would be the softest one, and she gave me a couple of options. I was going to get Chatelaine, but it's been discontinued, so I went with a different one, and that's what I'm doing. So I'm going to stitch 28 count, but I'm going to do it over 2. I'm going to do 3 over 2 actually, full crosses, and that'll make it bigger, but not quite as big as what it was before. So that's about it, I think. Life here has been quiet. I hope everyone else is having a great time and having a good time stitching. I have 2 shout outs that I wanted to do, and one was, the first one was Danielle from Stitchrovia. She puts up a new video like every day, and it's honestly, it's really, thank you Danielle, it's really fabulous that you do that, because I mean that is commitment for one, and 2, it's really nice to just have something new, and even if it's just an unboxing of something. I think she's got this heaven and earth designs that she's going to do as a diamond painting, and I don't need any more hubbings. I have a diamond painting. I have 2 that I've only started one that I'm doing, which I'm not going to bother showing you because it's not, maybe on another video I'll show you that, but I very rarely get it out, and I get worried that I'm going to knock over all my little stones, and with little kids it doesn't come out very often. So maybe when they're bigger I'll get more into that. I'd love to do in Heaven and Earth. I'd love to order one of those custom kits, but I just don't need to be buying something when I have so much else that I can be doing. But she's doing one, and it's gonna look fabulous. It really is. And she just did her unboxing and her sorting out and how she's organizing everything, and it's lovely. Go check her out. She's wonderful, wonderful lady. And the other person who, when I thought of him for a shout out, he just put out another Flosstube video, and I'd watched it and I thought I need to shout him out because he's wonderful. Is Pip Stitch. He's Philip. He's had some really brilliant projects. He does Teresa Wensler. He finished the Heaven and Earth designs, which made me go buy that chart. It was Country Mouse, City Mouse, something like that. He finished it. It looks amazing. He's framed it. Absolutely wonderful. I don't know how long ago he put that video out. Maybe he'll do another one soon. I just had him up before. Yeah, it was around mid-May as well. So it was when I was thinking about doing my next video. I thought I need to shout him out. So I'm glad I still remembered, because I sometimes. But he's really, really fabulous, and just a nice guy. He's just nice to listen to and nice to watch. And he's done, look at some of his previous videos he's got plans to do a new stocking. He finished a stocking which looked great, and his partner sewed it all up for him and everything, and just, it's great. He actually finishes stuff, whereas I've just got stuff that's ongoing. And they're big projects, and he gets them done. So it's just amazing. I don't think I have anything else. It's 30 minutes, so I might round it off there. Again, sorry it took me so long. Hopefully I'll get some stitching in, which means I'll be able to do another video quicker, and I'll catch you all around. Sorry. So yeah, have a great time stitching, and bye.